Bill of exchange. Now, what is a bill of exchange? Students, bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument. That is, an instrument which can exchange hands and the value would be transferred from one hand to another. It is governed by Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. This act defines a bill of exchange as an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. Now students, it is very clear that it is an instrument in writing. So a bill of exchange has to be in written form. There can be no oral bill of exchange. Then it contains an unconditional order, that is an order which has been signed by the maker. So the maker is giving an order to a certain person, any person, to pay a certain sum of money. By certain here we mean a fixed sum of money only to, that is either only to him or to the order, that is to whoever person the makers direct the person to pay, that is to the order of a certain person or to the bearer. Bearer means the one who is carrying the bill. Now students, it means that it is an order which has been signed by the maker, and in this order the maker is actually directing a certain person who is his debtor to pay a certain sum of money to him or to his order or to the person who is carrying that bill of exchange. So this definition brings us to certain features of bill of exchange. So what are those features? Let us understand them. Features of bills of exchange. The first and the foremost feature is that it is a written order. It is a written order. A bill of exchange has to be in written form. Then must be signed by the maker, that is signed by the maker. The person who is making it, it must be duly signed by him. Then it must contain an unconditional order, that is unconditional order. So it is an instrument in which a person is making a written and unconditional order duly signed by him to a certain person to pay up a certain sum of money. That means the sum of money is well defined, that is certain sum. It is not something like pay nearly rupees 1 lakh. It would be an exact amount, pay 1 lakh or 1,50,000, pay 350 rupees. So the amount has to be defined. So certain sum is the next feature. Then the fifth point is certain date, that is the time period for which the bill is drawn. That is after this particular date or on this particular date the payment would be received. Then we have certain place also. Very often place of payment is also defined. So student, bill of exchange is an unconditional order in which a person directs the other person, who is most probably his debtor, to pay up a certain sum of money to a particular person, which can be either him or somebody who he has ordered to, on a particular date, a particular sum at a particular place. Now students, what is the use for bill of exchange? Why does actually this need arise that we have to prepare a bill of exchange? Bill of exchange actually facilitates credit sale of goods. That is, they facilitate credit sale and purchase of goods. Then a bill of exchange is a legal document. It is a legal document Since it is a legal document, it becomes easier to recover the amount. That is, you can actually go to court and claim that this person had to pay you a certain sum of money and produce a bill of exchange to counter your argument or to present your argument. It creates a framework for relationships. That is, creates framework for relationships. That is, it actually promotes the buyer and the seller to go on and fix the terms and conditions for their regular transactions. That is, when they are purchasing and selling goods on regular basis, they will fix the terms, and those terms can always be incorporated through bills of exchange. Lastly is easy transferability. That is, the bills of exchange can be easily transferred from one person to another, or to bank, or can be encashed, or they can be actually used to pay off your own liabilities. So just like money or checks, these instruments can also be used to pay off your debts or to pay off your liabilities.